Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another Creative Stamping Designs video. My name is Karen and I'm just trying to see if I'm going to be able to see any comments that come in. Alright. I am going to be making actually a fun fold card today because I needed, if anybody saw my blog today, I had made a wedding card for my boss that is from all the employees at the store. Hi, Amy. But I need a card myself, so I needed it before Friday, so I figured I'd do my fun fold today, and it will be posted, all the measurements will be posted on my blog on Friday. Before I get started, I just wanted to remind everyone of a couple things. First, we have an awesome sale going on right now. 15% off stamp sale. It's for 24 hours. It will be ending at 11:50 p.m. Mountain Time today. I believe there's, about 50 stamp sets on sale. Great time if you want to stock up on some stamp sets. Hi, Jamie. It started at 12 o'clock midnight last night, or this morning, and it ends at 11:50 tonight Mountain Time. So you just have to figure out your time zone where you are. And the other thing is, not this weekend, next weekend, Saturday, October 3rd, is World Card Making Day. And my team is doing Facebook Live video event. We'll be making cards all day. Starts at 9 a.m., goes until 9 p.m. And it's every hour. Somebody will be presenting either live or somehow they're presenting some kind of a card. So it's going to be a fun day. The link will be up. I will put stuff on my blog and let anybody know. It'll be up next Tuesday, September 29th, and anybody's welcome to join. And you'll get accepted in. You have to, I guess, request, but I will put more information out as soon as I get it. Okay? All right, let's get going with the card today. All right, so I'm starting with this card. Uses a piece, it's 11 inches by 5.5. All right, that is because the folds in it. All right, and then I have it's scored at 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. Again, I will have all the measurements on Friday on my blog. Hi, Barbara. All right, let me just fold everything in my bone folder. All right, so we're going to fold the center in so that the card is actually, it is a 5.5 by 4 1/4. All right, and then we're going to fold out these two. There we go. So it's a gate card with an extra flap. That's what I'm calling it. I'm not really sure what this is called, but that's what I'm calling it. Right, and the colors I chose, like I said, it's a wedding card. I usually, when I make a wedding card for somebody, I will kind of try to coordinate the card with the bridal party. I couldn't do it this time. I saw a picture of the bridesmaid's dress, and Stampin' Up, believe it or not, did not have a color even close to their color. So let me just get my little... All right, so I'm going to adhere. This is the Peony Garden Designer Series paper. I love this paper. I thought it I don't know. To me, it looked kind of wedding, like it would make a nice wedding card. So I have 4 panels of this that I'm going to adhere to the gray granite mats. I should have done these ahead of time. Go pretty quick though, as long as I get all the right size. I don't know about you guys, but it is a gorgeous day out there. We went from, I mean, it was only 47 this morning. We got up, but it's 80 degrees out, and it's just beautiful. There's a nice breeze. I think we're supposed to drop back down, not that low tomorrow, but happy fall. First day of autumn, and it's 80 degrees. I think this happens almost every year here. Alright, got those panels on there. And then we're going to adhere these. I can't see. Okay, I have to unfold and put one on the outside here. We're going to put one on this side. It's straight, and then 2 on the inside. And this card was kind of thrown together really quick. I got myself involved fall cleaning yesterday, completely forgetting I didn't have a card design in mind yet of what I wanted to do. So I had to come up with something. Alright. Something quick to do. And like I said, I knew I needed a wedding card, so I thought that would work out great. Now I thought about putting designer series paper here also, but then I thought I'm going to put a couple gray strips, and I am going to emboss them with the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. I thought that would look, I don't know, I thought it would look pretty. So I'm just going to go over, I'm going to emboss them real quick with my embossing machine. Put them in there. Make sure they're straight. Alright, let me just throw these in real quick. And I'm never sure which, I think I said this last week too. I think I'm going to use this side on them. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue so that it gets in the grooves and holes. I'm going to open this up to do it. That one. this one on this side. There's really not much stamping. This card is going to get a belly band, and that's where the stamping is going to go. So it's mostly, this part is just design, you know, just the design. I'm going to do the inside, and then I'm going to work on the belly band. And that's where, like I said, that's where most of the stamping and designing comes in. It's on the belly band, and then pull it off. And so we have, I'm using, for the inside sentiment, the Path of Petals. Love this sentiment here. Here's to always finding joy in one another's laughter, warmth in one another's embrace, and love in one another's lives. Thought that made a perfect wedding sentiment. Thanks, Jamie. I'm waiting for you to do a fancy fold on your video. All right. And I already put this on the block ahead of time. And I put both the stamps on it because I wanted to make sure everything was lined up. And hope that this, everything stamps. Perfect. I like when things go straight. And then I'm just going to, just to add a little bit more color, I'm using the Forever Fern. I'm using this stamp. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the soft sea foam. I'm going to stamp that in the soft sea foam. But just like on the bottom, off to the side a little bit. Just to add a little bit. And that, I'm going to use this on the sentiment also. There, just like I said, just to add a little bit of color on the inside, since there's very little stamping going on. Leave that there. I'm going to put this on the inside on a gray granite mat with the Stampin' Seal. And then we're going to use some liquid glue to adhere it inside the card. That's the main part of the card. Now we're going to do the belly band. And I decided to, well, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to stamp the sentiment, which I'm using from the Forever Fern, Love and Laughter Forever, Love and Laughter Forever After. I'm going to stamp that. I have just a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And we're just going to stamp it right. And then I needed a die to cut that would fit this, but I didn't want just a rectangle. So I grabbed my Wild Rose dies, and I thought this one would look pretty on the front of the card. So I'm just going to go over and cut. Oops, before I do that though, I almost forgot I wanted to add some of the ferns on this, or the leaves. Amy, you're not too lazy to cut a fun fold. This one was really super easy. Okay, I'm going to stamp off. Just, like I said, just to give it a little bit of color. Stamp off again. Just stamp on both sides. I'm going to put this on the side because I'm going to use that on the envelope still. Okay. Now I'm going to go cut this out. Be right back. Sorry, it moved right when I went to put it through the machine. There we go. And it gives it just, I don't know, a little bit of shape to it. All right, I'm going to adhere. I had no clue how big to make the belly band, so I think I cut extra, and then I figured I can cut it down. So what I'm going to do is just add a little liquid glue to a pretty petal piece of cardstock to kind of coordinate the two together. Now I definitely would not be making a card this thick to mail, because God knows what it would cost me, but I figured since I'm going and hand delivering it to him, my boss is getting married on, well, it's one of my bosses, he's getting married on Saturday, so he's going to be in work Sunday or Friday for a half a day. All right, so to do this one, I wasn't quite sure, so I did not want to score or anything, so I'm actually just going to wrap it around and trim off the excess. This was my way of, I mean, I know there's measuring and all, but being the card was so thick, I didn't want to get it wrong. And I want to make it so you can move it a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm just going to trim it a little bit with my paper snips. You're not going to even see this part. So it actually ends up to be, what do I trim it to? It's 9 3/4 by 1 inch. The gray is 1 inch and the petal pink is 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to put this on. I'll put it this way because then nobody will see it. Put a little bit of liquid glue. Actually, I think I'm going to use my my tear and tape. I want to make sure it stays closed. All right, let's see if I can do this. This part, like I said, I was not prepared for this part at all, but okay, so much for tear and tape. For me, it's cut and tape. Piece there and put a piece here. Everybody does this. They make it look so easy to tear it. I can't. And I'm even trying to use my nails, and that's not working. All right. Burnish it a little bit so I can. Oh my. Actually, I'm going to put it with the card because I want to make sure it doesn't get too tight. Make sure it's even. piece overhang. And I don't, if I leave that, I know what's going to happen. The card's going to stick. Cut that little piece off. All right. So put that back on. Then I did go ahead and I cut ahead of time. I just cut a couple of the, I guess, ferns from the Forever Fern, the Flourishing Forever Flourishing dies. Oops. I cut a couple of the largest one. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them, but I figured I'd better be prepared. And I thought, I don't know, what do you think? I just put those behind just to... Yes or no? What do you think? Like I said, I'm doing this one on the fly. Thanks, Jillian. Actually, I forgot I was going to... I should just wrap the piece of ribbon around it to give it a little... As I said, I wasn't sure what I wanted. I think the ribbon might look a little more... Yeah, I'll go with... Actually, I can do both. I have enough. Ribbon we're just going to put down with a glue dot. Again, this is going to be make sure I get it in the center. This is going to be covered up, so nobody's going to see this. Oh, too much there. Another glue dot. Side. Okay. Maybe I'll just add one. Make sure that's going to be in the center, and this is going to be, I'm going to have to snip that off because I don't want that showing. I lost my glue dots. All right. See, now I'm undecided here. I think I'm going to add them both. I need balance. When I do some, I have to have balance. I'm a little too... My husband tells me all the time I'm too symmetrical. All right, now we're going to add our Stampin Dimensionals to... I'm not sure whether I should add them to... Actually, I'm going to see where this is going to go. Add them right to... Well, that was foolish. I guess that's why I'm prepared to have a second piece. Didn't realize what I did there. Sorry about that. I put it down to center it, forgetting that there was a glue dot. Second time around goes faster, I guess. just going to cut this again real quick. Sorry. Can't wait for my magnet plate to come in. Hadn't ordered it right when it came out, and boy, am I finding I need it. All right, let's try this again. I'm not going to put it over the top this time. I am going to put a couple blue dots right not glue dots, I'm sorry, Stampin Dimensionals right on here, just so it makes sure it gets on the paper. All right. So like I said, the belly band is what really has, and then we're going to just add, love these elegant faceted gems. We're going to add a couple of those right to the sentiment. Just add a third one here. Okay. And I'm going to decorate the envelope real quick. I think I'm a little more prepared for that one. I just cut a piece of the Designer Series paper, the Peony Garden DSP, to put on the envelope flap. Okay, we'll trim it up real quick. Okay, and then we're going to just stamp a couple of the ferns right on the front, just to get everything so it coordinates together. And just put one right there, and I think I'm going to stamp off that, and then I'll, nope, that's all. I'm just going to do the one side. I was going to do both, but, and there you have it. My fun fold wedding card. It's the belly band, so it just slips off. So it's really, this was a really simple one. That's the only reason I'm doing it live. Otherwise, I'm not sure about some of the fun folds I do. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and you'll try making this one. It's really easy. Don't forget about the 24-hour sale. It ends at 11:50 Mountain Time tonight. So if you have any stamp sets that you've been wanting that are on the list, now's the perfect time. Save 15%. Perfect time to get them. All right, and also just keep your eyes open for information on my blog about World Card Making Day. Just watch it either on it'll either be on my creativestampingdesigns.com blog, or it'll be on my Facebook page. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you next week again. Bye.